Hey everybody, Sensei Patrick Durbin here from the Bushido Judo family on June 30th, and we're here on a Tuesday, pretty close to lunchtime. It's a very good time to get out and get you a little bit of a lunch workout in. The very first thing I want to do is I want to recap some of the things that we went over the previous Thursday, and just to keep them fresh in your mind. And if you ever need to go over any of that stuff, you can always click back on that video and replay it and educate yourself so it stays fresh in your mind. We went over uchikomis, we went over grip fighting, we went over the steps that you need to do, all the things leading up to the throw. We went over the tachiwaza, the niwaza, the founder of judo, what judo stands for. We went over numerous things in that thing, but we're going to go ahead and proceed forward. Today, one of the very first things we're going to go over is something called a forward ukemi. A forward ukemi in judo is very, very important. Basically, what a forward ukemi is it's a forward break fall. This is what protects you from getting hurt when you get thrown through the air. And we all know in judo, you're going to get thrown through the air, and in return, you're going to throw a lot of other people through the air. So it's very important that you know how to fall backwards, forwards, to the sides, every way possible, and how to protect yourself properly is by using these ukemis. We're going to start with the forward break fall, the forward ukemi. I'm not going to do it at full force because I am on concrete here, so I'm not going to intentionally hurt myself. But the very first thing you want to do is if you're going to land on your right side, you want to put your left foot forward. Always tuck your chin, keep your chin to your chest. You're going to take your left hand and you're going to go to grab your right ankle. When you do this, tuck your chin, roll over, and as you can see, I'm going to come straight down to the side here, slapping to the side, kind of rolling over on my side. Something you don't want to get in the habit of is coming up on your elbow, because then when somebody's throwing you with full force, if you land on your elbow, you could dislocate your shoulder, and you don't want to leave your head out, because if you do that, what's going to happen is you're going to have a very bad headache for a while. The next thing you're going to learn is your backward ukemi. This is your backward break fall. Once again, you're going to tuck your chin and you're going to set back like you're rolling in a chair, and boom, you slap the mat here. Once again, you don't want to come down on your elbows, dislocate both elbows, and you always want to keep that chin tucked. Very, very important. This is the very first thing that you need to learn and perfect before you move on to any of the tachiwaza, because once you get into that tachiwaza, you can or any randuri, you can take some really bad falls, and you could really hurt yourself if you don't land properly. Okay, I'm gonna move the camera now down a little bit, because we're gonna start with our very first uchikomi. Well, we're gonna start with our grip fighting first. Okay, first thing we're going to do when we're working on our grips, like I said last time, you're going to grab both hands on your band, put your right foot forward, and try to pull at every angle possible. The reason it's so important to pull at every angle is because when you're working with your training partner or another person, you got to initially understand that at the beginning, whatever way you pull, the way the guy's going to regain his balance is the opposite way, and that's the way that you want to set up your attack or set up your throw. Okay, so we're going to try to work all angles, all right? You're going to go down, other side, up, angle, angle, down, side, up, other angle. Okay, switch feet, do the exact same thing. Down, other side, up, side. Okay? Now, these are very, very important. This is what creates your kazushi. This is what creates your off balance. Whenever you yank a person or jerk a person one way, they're going to have to regain their balance. And when they do this is when you make your entry. Okay? The very next thing that we're going to move. Oh, one other key point that you want to work on when you're working your kazushis is try to have loose arms, quick pulls, quick jerks, and keep your arms loose, because if your arms are stiff, when you go in for your throw, for your entry, you're going to push your opponent away, and you want to get rid of the space between you and your opponent so you can achieve your throw. Don't stiffen up, okay? Be very loose and fluent, okay, so you can get in for your throws. All right, very next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and move on to our Seoinage. Remember, your left foot comes back, and you want to do them speed, technique, and control. We're going to start with our right side Seoinage first, okay? Each, knee, thumb, chi, go, roku, shishi, tachi, ku, ju. Okay? You're going to start, whatever you do with your right side, it's good to do with your left side. All right? So now, you're going to start the other way. And your right foot's going to come back. Ready? Each, knee, thumb, chi, go, roku, shishi, tachi, ku, ju. Okay? Good. All right. Now, very next step, the very next thing we're going to work on. Oh, from the front, real quick. All right, from the front, real quick. What your Seoinage, the form that your Seoinage you should be looking for is you should have your knees bent. The lower, the better. Your back straight. Your left hand should be pulling up, and your right hand comes in. Okay, hips should be adjusted lightly out to the side, and then your twist turning and pulling. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and move on to our next throw. We're gonna work on a few different throws this time. Our very next throw we're gonna work on is a throw called Tai Atoshi. Okay, now when you do Tai Atoshi, your left foot's gonna come back, same way on the Seoinage, but your right foot's gonna come across, and then you twist to here. Left hand's up, right hand's up. So you each, knee, thumb, chi, go, roku, shishi, hachi, ku, ju. Good, okay? Over to the left side. You're gonna go here, here, okay? Ready? And each, knee, thumb, chi, go, roku, shishi, hachi, ku, ju. Good. All right. Now, Tai Atoshi is an angle throw. Seoinage is if a person's coming straight at you. Tai Atoshi, person's moving at you at an angle, or they're coming off balance at an angle. All right. Very next throw that we're going to work on is a throw called, real quick, I'll go over the way you're supposed to be for Tai Atoshi. Tai Atoshi, when you come in, your left hand comes up just like it does on all throws. You always want to bring your left hand up like you're looking at your watch. Okay? Comes up, this foot comes across where your knee bends. You don't want to leave your leg solid like this, because if your opponent comes down right here on your knee, you could get injured really bad. Okay? So you're going to come here, and then so you can twist, turn, and pull from this position. All right? Very, very important. And the very last throw we're going to go over before we go ahead and end today's session is we're going to go over a throw called Diasha Harai. Okay? Diasha Harai, you're going to step forward. Your right hand, is going to pull, and your left hand's going to lift while your right leg sweeps from the bottom. Okay? Each, knee, thumb, chi, go, roku, shishi, hachi, ku, Judo. Okay? Other side. Okay, so you're gonna step in and here. Twist opposite way. Each. Knee. Son. Shi. Go. Roku. Shishi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Good. Okay, guys, that's pretty much going to round up the session for today. We went over 3 new throws, and it's very good that you rep these as much as possible. All right? Like I tell everybody at the end of every session, guys, girls, anyone out there that's watching this, keep up the hard work, the self-discipline, and keep the willingness to want to learn, and we can all be champions. All right? Not only in life, but also on the mat. Okay? Keep a clear mind and always stay focused on the things that you want to achieve in life. There's always going to be people out there that are going to try to tell you, oh, you can't do this, or you won't do this, or you might do this, or if. Those are all things that I strongly suggest to keep out of your vocabulary. Okay? Now, everybody have a super blessed day, and I look forward to seeing you guys on Thursday, and God bless. Goodbye.